Yeah, so you're welcome to today's class, and today we just want to take a look um, at least what we were doing yesterday. We want to quickly see how we can finish it up. And that's the aspect of quadratic equation. So for today, we want to pick very just look at how we can try as much as possible solve as many questions as possible there. And the we are going to be using a particular app. So the app we'll be using today is the IXL app. So for those that know it, is a very good app. So okay, let me quickly share my screen. So that is what we'll be using with us today to practice some of those things that we did yesterday. Okay, so um trying to share my screen with you. Okay, yeah, I have it here. Okay, yeah, okay. So I want to believe you can see my screen now. So you can try to take your let your phone be on horizontal form so that you'll be able to see clearly. So I'm going to IXL now. I'm in IXL already. IXL Math, you can see. So for some of us that don't have it, you can go to IXL.com. You may need to be able to have access to practice some of those things. You may need to send me your image so that I set you up on it. Okay. So like I said, we want to look at what we did yesterday. That's quadratic equation. We want to see how we can solve problems on quadratic equation. Okay. So when you come to ISL, you can find quadratic equation in BB. You can see it there, BB. So we want to solve by factorization. So you can see that in BB, you can see quadratic equation. The quadratic equation by factoring, that's in 8. So just click on it. So we'll be solving some of the questions there. Now, yeah, the first question here is that solve for x. So this is similar to what we did yesterday. You can see this one is simpler. In this case now, we want to solve this. Say write each solution as an integer or improper fraction or proper fraction or improper fraction in simplest form. So if there are multiple solutions, separate with commas. So let's see how we can solve this. To solve this, let's see, I will be solving beside it. So here we have x squared minus 34x equals to 0. We are very lucky here. This is just a binomial. So what is common? S is common. Into brackets x minus 34 equals to 0. So it means when you have products like this, like I said the other time, our last, said x will be equals to 0 or x minus 34 equal to 0. So x is equals to 34. So it means x is equals to 0, comma 34. So that is what we are going to put here. 0, comma 34. 0, comma 34. So 0, comma 4. So that's that. So you can see that we got that right. So the next one, we also do it in the same manner. Let's quickly do that now. So we have h squared plus 23h equals to 0. So what do we do? H into bracket. H is common. So we have h plus what? 23 equals to 0. So h is equal to 0, or h plus 23 equals to 0. Then h equals to minus 23. So h equals to 0 or minus 23. 0 or minus 23. 0 or minus 23. So just bring your cursor here and put 0, comma, minus 23. So that's good. The next one, solve for x. So in this case now, from what we have done the other time, so if you do it the same manner, our x should be equal to what? 0 or 22. So 0, comma 22. I expect you to do that one, this one too, on your own there. Yeah. So this one, our t will be equals to what? If you do it the same manner, our t equals to 0 or 13. 0, comma 13. Okay, you can see they have now, they realize we have mastered that. So they have taken us to another level. So in this case, how do you do this? I think I've explained that the other time. So let's see how we can do it. This is x squared plus 6x plus 8 equals to 0. From what we said the other time, so what we can just do here is to look for the coefficient of x squared, which is invisible 1 here, multiply it by the 8 here. So that will be 1 times 8, 8. That will be 1 times 8 to give us 8. So what are the factors of 8? Factors of 8, two numbers that you multiply to give you 8. 1 times 8, 2 times 4. So since it is plus 8, we said it's either we use plus plus or minus minus. So which one do we add together to give us 6? 1 and 8, when you add together, it can give us 6. 2 and 4 will give us 6. So it means instead of having 6x, you replace it with what? 2x plus 4x. So we are going to have x squared plus 2x plus 4x plus 8 equals to 0. So this is group 1, this is group 2. So what is common in group 1? Don't forget the way we did it. Let me remind us again. S squared is same thing as s times s. 2s is same thing as 2 times s. The common thing is x. So bring out the common thing. So the common factor into bracket. Those ones that are not common, put them in the bracket. We are left with what? S here. Put the s here. We are left with 2 here. Put the 2 here. But what is the sign that you have in between them? That's plus. Plus 2. So for 4s and 8, 2, do the same thing. 4s, the same thing as 2 times s. Then 8, 2 times 2. So 2 is common. Another 2 is common. Make it 2 times 2, 4. So 4 is common. So we have plus 4 into bracket. We have s left up here. We have 2 left here. Plus 2 equals to 0. So from there, x plus 2 is common to the two groups. So bring it out, x plus 2. Then we have what left here? S plus 4 equals to 0. So x plus 2 equals to 0, or x plus 4 equals to 0. So here x will be equals to minus 2. The other one, x will be equals to minus 4. So our answer is minus 2 comma minus 4. Minus 2 comma minus 4. So let me quickly do that. Minus 2 comma minus 4. Minus 2 comma minus 4. So good. So the next one, we are doing for x squared minus okay. So so far we have answered 5 questions and we have 43 marks. So in this one now, okay, let's see. So how do we do this? The same manner. So let's try that. I have s squared minus 4x plus 3 equals to 0. So just bring out the 1 here and the 3. 1 times 3 will give us 3. What will you multiply to give it to 1 times 3? It's only 1 times 3. So, but since it is plus, so it's either it is plus plus, it must be the same sign, plus plus, or minus 1 times minus 3. Both of them will give us plus 3 when you multiply. So when you add them together, which one will give you minus 4? So definitely this one. So instead of having minus 4x, replace it with minus 1x minus 3x. So what will it be? S squared. Sorry, this should be s. So sorry. Okay, that's minus 4x. So we place minus 1x, so now minus x, minus 4, sorry, is the x, minus 4x plus 3 equals 0. Sorry. Minus 1 minus 3 is what we are using. That's minus 1x minus 3x. So group 1, group 2. What is common in group 1? X is common. X left minus nothing is left here. That's 1. Minus 3 is common. S is left here. And nothing is left here. That's 1. But here now, this is actually plus. But because the sign here, the sign that precedes the bracket here is minus 3. So it's going to definitely change whatever you have here. If you have plus here, you change it to minus, like we have here. If you have minus there, to change it to plus. So equals to 0. And that is it. You can see that when you multiply out now, you still get up. Minus 3 times x minus 3x. Minus times minus plus 3 times 1, 3. So you can see. So x minus 1 is common. Bring it out. Then x minus 3 equals to 0. So x minus 1 equal to 0, or x minus 3 is equals to 0. And as a result, x equals to 1 or x is equals to 3. So that is 1, 3. 1, 3. Sorry, I think I have to do some, I have to make some correction there quickly. Um, um, okay, so I think I should be back. You should see my screen soon now. Sorry for that. Okay, so um, okay. So I think we have been able to calculate this and got 1,3. So let's quickly put that one there. That's 1,3. So we have another question here. It's similar to what we have been doing before. M will be equals to 0, comma, minus 19. You can do it on your own there. 0, comma, minus 19. 0, comma, minus 1, 9. Yeah, you can see we have been able to move to another level now. So how do we do this? From what we can see here, we have 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. 2x. So in this case, we do it the same manner. Multiply the coefficient of x squared by the constant. So 3 times minus 8. 3 times minus 8 will give us minus 24. So what are the factors of minus 24? 1 times 24. 2 times 12. 3 times 8. 4 times 6. I think that's all. 4 times 6. So in this case, and this is minus, it is minus. So it means they must have different signs. One must be minus, the other will be plus. It could also be vice versa. Minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. You can also try for plus, minus. So in this case now, let's see which one are we going to have the addition to be minus 2. So this one will not give us minus 2. This one will not give us minus 2. This one will not give us, this one is the only one that will give us, here it will give us plus 2. But we are looking for minus 2. So what you just do is that you swap the sign. So plus 4 times minus 6. So it is this one that will give us. So instead of having minus 2x, you have it as plus 4x minus 6x. So we are going to have 3x squared plus 4x minus what? 6x minus 8 equals to 0. So group 1, group 2. In group 1, what do you see? In group 1, you realize that 3x, okay, what is common? X is only x that is common. Let me quickly do it here. 3x squared, that will be 3 times x times x. And then 4x, that would be 2 times x. So x is common. So only x is common. Up we have 3x remaining. Down we have 4. So that will be plus 4. So do the same thing for the other one, 6x and 8. 6x is 2 times 3 times x. 8 is 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 is common. That will be minus 2 into bracket. What do you have left up? 3x. And I've said it, when minus is preceding the bracket, it's going to change whatever you have here. So to change it from minus to plus, we have 4 left now, equals to 0. So 3x plus 4 is common. Then you are left with x minus 2 equals to 0. So our answer will be 3x plus 4. If you equate it to 0, you have x will be equals to minus 4 over 3. And x here will be equals to 2. 2 comma minus 4 over 3. That's the answer. 2 comma minus 4 over 3. 2 comma minus 4 over 3. And one thing is that 2 comma minus 4 over 3. Okay, let's go and slot in. Let's assume that we miss this particular question. Let's try to put something different from the answer. I know why I'm saying that. Let's try to put so that you know when you anytime you miss it, you know how you can see that they will have given the correction there. Let's see. Instead of 2 and minus 4 over 3, let's write minus 2 and minus 4 over 3. Minus 2. Minus 2 comma minus 4 over 3. Or even minus 1. Okay, let's put minus 2 comma minus 4 over 3. So when you miss it, they will tell us the answer. They will tell you how we are going. You can see. Sorry, incorrect. So they will now tell us how to go about it. So that is what we put. But the answer is up here. The answer is up 2 comma minus 4 over 2. You can see that that's the exact thing we got. But we just want to, so, and by then too, it will have reduced our mark. So this is the step. You can see that it's not different from what we did. So factors of, when they multiply AC to give you minus 24. So they look for the factors. So 1 times minus 24. You can see they wrote it twice because of the change in the sign. So 2 times 12, they wrote it 2 times. 3 times 8, 4 times 6. So they look for their addition there. Their addition. So, and they have come to what? Change. Plus 4x minus 6x, the same way we did it. So you can see. So sometimes you can even listen to their explanation. So that is the solution. So you can now press got it. Go back. So that's it. They have given us another question. So so in this question now, let me quickly clear this. So I think this is very easy for us to do. That will be 0 comma minus 34. 0 comma minus 34. 0 comma minus 34. 0 comma minus 34. This one will be a hair. Let's see how we're going to do this. So here 8x squared plus 23x equals to 0. You can see that 8 is not common. So it's only s that is common. 8x plus 23 equals to 0. So s equals to 0, or if you equate this one to 0, you have what? S 8s. Sorry. You have 8s plus 23 equals to 0, and 8s will be equals to minus 23. S will be equals to minus 23 over 8. So 0 comma minus 23 over 8. 0 comma minus 23 over 8. 0 comma minus 23 over 8. So this one too, the same thing. 41 is not common, and nothing is common to them. So when you do it in the same way we did the last one, you're going to have k equals to 0, comma, that's 29 over 41. 29 over 41. So when you do this, let's see. So that would be 6m squared plus 29m minus 5 equals to 0. So in this case now, what do we do? You first multiply 6 times 5 will give us what? 30. That would be minus 30. So what are the factors? 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 4 cannot go 5 times 6. So which one we had together to give us 29? You see, since this one is minus 30, it will be minus plus or plus minus. So in this case now, where you had minus 1 plus 30, give us plus 29. So this is the one that will suit. So we have 6m squared minus what? Minus 1m plus 30m minus 5 equals to 0. So m is common here. M into bracket 6m minus 1 plus what is common here? 6 is common. No, 5 is common. 5. We are left with 6m minus 1 equals to 0. So 6m minus 1 is common. And then m plus 5 is the remaining one. So 6m equals to 1. M equals to 1 over 6. Or m equals to minus 5. So minus 5, comma 1 over 6. Minus 5, comma 1 over 6. Minus 5. So the next question, we have q squared plus 21q plus 20 equals to 0. So from what we have been doing, I think I can easily get that to give me q squared plus q plus 20q plus 20 equals to 0. I can easily dictate that 21q will be, if I combine with this, to give us q plus 20q. So this is common. This is, sorry, they are groups. So what is common there? Q plus 1 plus 20, q plus 1 equals to 0. So q plus 1, q plus 20 equals to 0. So equal minus 1 minus 20. Q equals to minus 1 or minus 20. Minus 1 or minus 20. Minus 1 or minus 20. comma, minus 20. So that's correct. So the next question here. This is 40 f squared plus 52f plus 16 equals to 0. So 40 times 16. You can see this one. This one is very tough. It's not all that tough, but a little bit. So 40 times 16. So what will it give us? It should give us 640. 640. So definitely I can have 1 times 640, which cannot give us. I can have, let's see, the best thing for us to do at this particular time. 40 plus 16, you realize that it can't give us 52 too. So let's just continue to change. The next one will be 2, let's see, 2 times 320. Yeah. The next one will be, can 3 go? 3 cannot go, but 4 can go. 4 by 60. If you remove 4 here, that will be 160. Yes. What other thing? 6 cannot go, but another thing that can go is 5. That will be 5 times what? That's 5 times 8, 40. 16 times 8, 16 times, yeah, 16 times 8, 48, 120. That should be 128. Yeah. Yeah, that should be correct. 5 times 8 is 0. Remember 4. And 5, that's 4. Yeah. Yeah, it's correct. So the next number, I'm very sure of 8. Yes. 8 and what? 8. If you divide by 2, that's 8 and 80. Okay. Each other one. After 8. 16 and 40. 12 cannot go. 15 cannot go. But 10 can also go. 10 can also go. So that would be what? 10 by 64. Okay. So which other one again? 12 cannot go. 16. Yeah, 16 can go. 16 by 40. 16 by 40. After that, what can go? If 10 can go, can 20 go? Yes. That would be 20 by 32. 20 by 32. Which other one? Which other one? Which other one? Which other one? Okay. So as far as we can go, but at least we have been able to, from all this, we have been able to see our answer. So which one can you add together? Which one can you add together to give you 52? The only one that we can add together to give us 52 is 20 by 32. 20 by 32. So you change it. 40f squared plus 20f plus 32f plus 16 equals to 0. So this is group 1, group 2. So what can go? What can go here? That will be 20 is common, 20f is common, 20f. You have 2f remaining here plus 1. Then you have plus what? 16, 2f plus 1 equals to 0. So 2f plus 1 is common. Then 20f plus 16. So 12 plus 1 equals to 0. It means f equals to minus half. 12 plus 16 is equals to 0. It means that f will be equals to minus 16 over 20, but you have to break it down. 4 here, 4, 4 here, 5. That will be minus 4 over 5. Minus half, minus 4 over 5. Minus half, minus 4 over 5. Okay. Minus 4 over 5. Now, another thing that can make this one easy for us is to first reduce. I will explain. Let's see first. Yeah. You can first reduce. You can see that here, something is common. 4 can divide all of them. Is it only 4? Can 8 divide? No. 4. 4 can divide. 4 here. If 4 should divide this. Okay. So if 4 should divide this, we are going to have 10f. If 4 should divide this, that will be plus 4 in 5, 1. 4 here, that's 3. 13f, 10f squared plus 13f, 4 here, that's 4. So that will be 10 times 4, 40. You'll be looking for factors of 40. So I think that one will be simpler. Yeah, it's simpler that way. So it's better we use that approach. It will be simpler. Okay, so let's move to the next question. So it means anytime we see that there's something that is common, we can always reduce. So you can see here too, we have 4f squared plus 34f plus 30 equals to 0. Something is common. 2 is common. If you divide 2 by 2, that's 2f squared plus 17f plus. So 2 times 15, 30. So in that case, what are the factors? 1 times 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, 5 times 6. So which one will you have to get to give you 17? Is the likeliest one. So 2f squared plus 2f plus 15f plus 15 equals to 0. So 2f is common. That will be f left plus 1 plus 15 f plus 1 equals to 0. So f plus 1 is common, and then 2f plus 15 equals to 0. So f equals to minus 1, or f equals to minus 15 over 2. Minus 1 comma minus 15 over 2. Minus 1 comma minus 15. So, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's do this. Okay, we're in 78. Okay, maybe we should do one more before I hang up to this class. I think with this now, we have done almost all the areas that we can meet. Almost all the areas that we can meet. Okay, so this question too, they said solve 3, 2, 4. You can see this one is a little bit so we have 3, 2, 4 g squared minus 36g plus 1 equals to 0. So if you don't know anything, at least you know that 18 squared will give us 36. 18 times 18. 18 times 18 give us 36. So I can easily split this one because this is 324 times 1 to still give us 324 times 1. So an 18 times 18 will give us 324. And when you add minus 18 minus 18 to give us, so I can easily say that it's same as 324 g squared minus 18g minus 18g plus 1 equals to 0. Not all the questions you saw from the beginning. There are some things that you should have known definitely. At least by the time you improve your practice, all these things you'll be improved on them. So what is common here? 18g is common. So we left with 18g minus 1. Then what is common here? Nothing is common. So just bring that minus 1. We have 18g. When minus precedes the bracket, it's going to change this. It's still minus 1 because 18g minus 1. Then 18g minus 1. So g equals to that's 1 over 18, comma 1 over 18. So I think let's see, one answer suffice here, 1 over 18. I don't expect them to tell us to write that twice. So 1 over 18. Okay, I think it's enough. So look at the way they have put this. So you just need to do it, write it properly. You have to write this one properly. Write this properly. I'm just trying to ensure that you don't have any issue by the time so here we have minus 3n squared minus 14n. So just take the 15 inside. So it becomes, okay, no, it's equals to 15. Now, what you just do is that we don't have like our n squared to have minus. Can we just take it to the other side? So take everything here to the other side. So we have 3n squared plus 14n plus 15 equals to 0. So there's nothing that is common. So 3 times 15. So I think you can use this as your assignment. I've been able to do so many questions, 16 questions for this class. I think that is enough. So you can use this as your assignment, and you can submit it to me on the personal WhatsApp platform. Let me also add some other question to that as a kind of assignment that you are also supposed to do. Okay, let me add it here. So you can do this. It's assignment 2. I also have a question here. Solve 8x squared minus 49x plus 75 equals to 0. Question 3. That's okay. Yeah. I have a question here. Yeah, you can use this 10x squared minus 43x plus 45 equals to 0. So you can use those ones. Okay, let me add few other simple questions there. I want to ensure that it's a balanced question. Okay, so I have here a squared minus 12a plus 35 equals to 0. Number 5, I have 5x squared minus 9x minus 2 equals to 0. So those are the 5 questions that I will want you to try to go over. So I want to believe that there's no other question